Years ago, there was an announcement before the local newscast. It said, "Parents, it's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are?" In fact, there's still a station here in New York City that still does that. But I think the question should be changed now. Maybe a somewhat modified version, because I think it's more relevant today. Parents, it's 2010. Do you know where your children are and what they're learning? You should. There's a concerted effort now to indoctrinate your children with a progressive propaganda agenda, and it's going on right now, and it is everywhere. You'll see things on the Disney Channel or Nickelodeon, you know, the global warming agenda, and you're like, come on, SpongeBob, can you just talk to the crab? Many of our nation's schools are now hitting kids with a full progressive assault, and we as parents and citizens need to be aware. Yesterday, the National Day of Action to Defend Education took place. Wow. That sounds, I mean, who's not a defender of education? The rally website says the event was to protest against the current assault on public education. I didn't know there was one, did you? So, if it's really just about education and just, you know, protecting the kids, why did virtually every socialist and communist organization in existence support this event? I want to show you a list of some of the organizations involved. This according to the Rally website. Look at some of these organizations. Of course, all the unions were there. A faction of La Raza was there, a civil rights, Latino civil rights organization jumping on board. And they're apparently trying to turn this into an education is a right message. And they are using this platform to allow illegal aliens to use in-state tuition as their protest message. This organization is also involved. I mean, I don't even know what this is. Do you want this in your school? Look at this. This is the Eagle. I don't know, is that like some Mad Max kind of weapon? But this is a stick of dynamite. This is a radical group that wants to reclaim the southwestern U.S. from Mexico. In our schools? All of these? Really? Texas State Employees Union. What's going on? Well, there is a battle right now for the future of our country, and they know they can't get you because you recognize it. But they've brainwashed our kids. They've not taught history for a while. And now there's a battle for the hearts and minds of our children, because they can still grab them. And while you're busy trying to make a living, navigate through the daily madness piling up all around us, trying to figure out what Washington is even doing, learn again about the Constitution. Well, progressives are working on your children, your kids. Everything. Everything is about planet worship now. This was sent to us by a teacher. This is in schools now. I like this. Planet worship. I pledge allegiance to the earth. What? And supporting Barack Obama. I mean, we've seen the stuff about supporting Barack Obama. You've seen these videos over and over again in our schools. Let me show quick clips of them. Progressives and Obama are getting considerable help from our teachers and teachers' unions in public schools. You saw not only this one, but you also saw this. Okay? These aren't isolated incidents anymore. It's not simply enough to indoctrinate them with the progressive agenda. They're now being told who to vote for, who to support. They're being told now, and this is the really evil, spooky part, they're being told now that they know more than you do, their parents. We have shown you that progressives like Al Gore have pitted their children against parents. This is Al Gore audio, smuggled a tape recorder, smuggled in by one of the students that went to this speech. The dad called me up and gave me the tape. Here's Al Gore, the Vice President of the United States, former Vice President, telling thousands of teens and preteens at an inaugural youth conference not to listen to their parents. Watch this.
There are some things about our world that you know that older people don't know.
What? What? Help me out with that one, Al. If these people can convince our kids before they have a chance to develop their senses and have their feet in cement, he has a chance to change the mindset of this nation. That's what this president and his allies are doing. It would fundamentally transform America Watch.
We are more globally oriented.
We're more ethnically diverse.
We're more technologically adept. Better educated.
Less politically partisan.
And we're the first generation in American history
to inherit a nation
in decline.
Wow. More globally oriented. Stop with your patriotic nonsense, Grandma. We're building a global citizen here, and you can find it everywhere, and it's permeating our schools. It is a message that is found throughout the progressive movement, that your children are better educated. I thought our schools were breaking down. How could they be better educated? I was also moved here by the less politically partisan line that was spoken here, when absolutely every line in this abomination is partisan leftist propaganda. Now, let's find out why they're the only generation to inherit a nation in decline. Watch this.
Some of us are losing our homes.
Our dependence on fossil fuels
Has polluted our environment. Our water is contaminated.
and our health is endangered.
Oh, boy. First of all, I hate anybody to lose their home, but could there be a reason for it? Oh, I know. Your uneducated dad, he's probably just not smart enough to hold down a job or join a union. I mean, he's probably much older than 25. And then there's the environmental hogwash. I don't know about you, but I just can't get enough of this discredited hoax. Our water is contaminated. Really, let me show you this. Hey kids, do you know what this is? The Cuyahoga River. It's a shame that this generation is just too young to remember this fire right off Lake Erie. Yeah, that's contamination. Water so polluted it bursts into flame. How do you put it out? It's water on fire. Before you start sending your tweets, I know. It is the Cuyahoga River in Cleveland that spontaneously burst into flames, not Lake Erie. The point is, our lakes, rivers, streams, virtually all waterways are much cleaner now in America than they were 20, 30, 40, 100 years ago. Fire! It's on fire! Why isn't it on fire today? Because our standards are higher. As is awareness. Companies can't just dump wastewater into supplied water anymore. I mean, unless you're doing business in China, you don't do that. Nearly everything that we do now is cleaner than ever before. I'm tired. I am tired of people feeding my children this tripe, the lies. Not only is this effort an overall effort to attempt to infect our kids with progressivism, we've been showing it to you. It is pitting child against parent. Malachi, chapter 4, verse 6. Look it up. It's in the Bible. We are told, quote, "And he shall turn the hearts of the fathers to the children, and the hearts of the children to their fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse." Let me break it down so all the progressive bloggers don't get it wrong. Here's exactly what I'm saying. If you are turning the hearts of the children against their fathers and mothers, that is evil, spelled E-V-I-L. In fact, in your little blog, I'd write it as capital letters, evil. Our kids are being brainwashed with the concept of, I showed it to you before, earth worship. Earth worship. I pledge allegiance to the earth. Social justice. What is social justice? God is being eliminated from the equation entirely. But let me give you the words of George Washington. It is impossible to rightly govern a nation without God and the Bible. You know what? There was one thing the kids in this video had right. Our educational system is failing them. And if you as a parent do not fill that void with knowledge and information, nature abhors a vacuum. Barack Obama, his progressive propagandist friends, they will fill it. They will fill it. Grab your children. Fill it with the right principles and let them rule themselves when they come of age.